Hey guys, Malika here from Malika Semper Astrology. I had a day at the river, coming back to work this evening. So this week I want to focus on something really big happening actually on Monday coming up here, July 17th. We have a shift in the nodes, the North Node and South Node. They have been currently in Scorpio and Taurus. The nodes move backwards. They retrograde. And so they're shifting into the axis of Aries and Libra, July 17th this year. And they stay in those signs for about a year and a half each time. So they're going to be in Aries and Libra, where all our lessons are coming from for the next year and a half until January 2025. The South Node was in Scorpio. It's been intense this last year and a half. It'll feel a little bit easier moving into Libra with the South Node, and the North Node has been in Taurus for the last year and a half, and it is now shifting into Aries. Remember, they move backwards. So now we have these lessons of Aries and Libra. We're going back and forth on this sort of teeter-totter between the two here. It is going to be a collective lesson and a collective energy in pretty much the self versus the other. So let me just give a little example of how to embrace the node. So the South Node is very karmic. It's our past lives. It's what we really know. It's our default. It's what we default into. It's our safety blanket. It's our security blanket. It's our safety zone. It's what we lean into in times of stress. It's what comes naturally. So with the South Node being in Libra, there's this idea of being in partnership, being in relationship, having somebody to lean on, becoming codependent, always having somebody by your side, losing the I, because we're so involved and so concerned and so enmeshed in the we. Collectively, we are learning how to move out of that, not totally leave it behind, but find the healthy balance, find our Aries, right? The North Node is in Aries. And when we move towards our North Node, that's where we expand and that's where we grow. And so collectively, we're being asked to find our autonomy, find our independence, bring it back to the I and not always we, you know? We love this, we're doing that, we. What do you love as an individual? What do you like as an individual? What are you doing with your life as an individual? So it's this axis of, interdependence versus independence, and how to do that dance and not get lost in the South Node. Because when we get stuck in the South Node, when we get stuck in our safety zone, our comfort zone, we're not able to move into the North Node. So collectively remembering to take action for the self. Aries is a very action-oriented sign. Aries is concerned with the self. Aries has permission to be selfish this lifetime, hopefully in a healthy way. Aries is concerned with, if I do this, how's it going to make me feel? If I say this, how's it going to affect me? And so bringing it back to me, right? We know how to do the we know how to lean in and take care of one another in our personal relationships. And also recognizing like where you're doing the unhealthy version of the South Node, the unhealthy version of Libra, which is being the people pleaser, being the yes person when you really want to say no, keeping harmony at all costs because you don't want to rock the boat. Aries loves to rock the boat. Aries loves to say no. Aries likes to make it all about themselves and create a little chaos and conflict and fire. Aries loves to bump up against others because it brings life and it brings the flame, the fire, the passion, the zest, right? And so here we have nice little Libra playing it sweet, really concerned with just creating harmony and not ruffling any feathers. Blah, 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 boring. We are here to move into Aries and really embrace the warrior inside of us and fight for what we want, fight for what we believe in, fight for love, fight for our passion, fight for ourselves, and bring our independence back and the me factor, right? So it's not about we, it's about me right now for the next year and a half. And that takes practice, for most of us, how to move into that Aries and to be selfish and to put the self first. So that is part of a major karmic transit practice until January 2025. Also, I want you guys to look in your own chart, see where Libra lands, see where Aries lands. Those houses, that's where you're showing up and doing the stance of everything I just spoke to. Also, if you have any planets in Libra, planets in Aries, the nodes are going to touch those in the next year and a half, and it's going to bring this evolution or revolution. If you're playing the game, if you are accepting this Aries homework and challenge, right? So enjoy this. I think it'll be a little bit easier having the South Node in Libra rather than the South Node in Scorpio, because Libra is much more airy and chill and relaxed and harmonious. And so we got that going for us, but now it's the practice of really embracing Aries. Okay, you guys, enjoy. I'll be back next week.